And welcome. It is Hump Day. It is a Wednesday here in the neighborhood around the table with Dan and Ann. And we had an election and we have a new president.
Yeah. I mean, can I say that? Really? I guess
well,
because...
I think there's still... I think all the networks have already said,
I know, but you know what happened last year?
Yeah.
We thought that a certain one had won, and that's not the way it was.
I guess they can change their mind.
Well, no, that's not what I mean, I guess.
I would think
but I guess the deciding
votes.
Places of electoral votes has already been processed. Is that how that works?
Well, if the way it works is if a state has more votes, then it gets those electoral votes instead of the popular vote. That's two different things.
Right.
I don't know. And I think a lot of the experts are saying that there's no way that you can get enough votes to change what their predictions are right now.
So, okay. Well, then that I understand. But before, I know that, it appeared one way, and that's not how it went. And anyway. So, all right, well, it's over.
They say that Donald Trump is the new president.
Okay.
And, our country is divided.
It is. It's really quite sad.
Definitive black and white, divided.
Even in my mind, as far as what one side, is their whatever platform, I guess, if you will. It's we believe the core thing. Me and say someone who doesn't think like I do.
Right.
We believe the core thing. It's just our interpretation of what that core thing is drastically different. Mm-hmm. It's kind of bizarre in a way because we want the same thing, but it's so crazy to think how differently we think.
Well, I was watching some of the news people this morning. One guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he's a Democrat, and he's saying, we just need to kind of wait and get behind the good policies that are good, and that's complain about the ones that are not so good, and we need to, as a people, those are temporary figureheads up there.
They are.
And it really, they're supposed to be up there representing us.
I don't always feel represented.
I don't either.
But okay.
And I think that we need to concentrate on it being more about us instead of more about them and their agendas. And
it is,
that kind of
and everything that you decide that their agenda is going to be, and vice versa.
It should be based on the good of each individual community, region, state, and then the nation. It should be based on that, and it starts here locally.
Right.
I have some information about who won some races. If you haven't gone, of course, Donald Trump won the presidency here in Arkansas. He won with a popular vote, and all of the electoral votes. U.S. Congressman Rick Crawford won.
Okay.
U.S. State Treasurer John Thurston won.
Okay.
If you voted for that person, and Senator Scott Flippo was unopposed, so he won.
Okay.
And then State Representative Ron McNair was unopposed. State Representative Harlan Breaux won. And that was District 6. And then Supreme Court Justice Position 1, it is Arkansas Supreme Court Justice Karen Baker won that one.
Okay.
And then, you voted for issues 1 and 2.
Yes.
Both of those won.
Passed in there.
They're both passed.
Okay.
Yeah, issues 1 and... Issue 1 was about the lottery. Giving money for scholarships, creating a lottery, that passed. And then also issue 2 was about casinos being voted on locally, and that one passed.
Okay.
And then let's see, let me look here. Justice of the Peace. Let's see, is this right? County contests. Okay. Here's Alpena. Jeff Battenfield won that position. City of Diamond City Recorder Joe Jordan won. City of Harrison City Council Ward 1 Position 1 Stephen Franco lost that one, and Josh Earl came out ahead on that one.
Okay.
City of Harrison, Ward 1, Position 2. Gwen Hoffman won that position. And then Ward 3, Position 1. It's really close race. All up in over 1,000 votes per. There were three contestants there. Charlie Pierce won that one.
Okay.
Lead Hill, Alderman 2. Amanda Simon won. And then Tracy Mullinax of the City of Valley Springs, Councilman or Alderman number 5. She won that position. In the local measure for the Harrison, it was voted against in Harrison.
Which one was that?
It was for the city. I don't know that
because we couldn't vote on it.
We couldn't vote on it. We were out of the city. And then the city amendment, local issue number 1 for Alpena. That one was voted into law, so that's good. Okay.
All right. There's your
updates.
You can go to City of Harrison Facebook page and get some
more up to date. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. There.
Well, you're having to go through and read the numbers as we go. It doesn't have a clear winner set there, so anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So did you stay up to watch the results?
Nope.
We stayed up till 9:30, I think, and then.
Well, okay, I might have been up till 9:30, but that wasn't staying up to watch.
Oh.
What's
late for you?
I don't know, but I have friends that stayed up till 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, y'all are hardcore, not me. It's not gonna. My staying up is not going to change the outcome for one.
Well, we do have, like I said, we have a new president, and it's a whole new agenda, and
we'll see how it goes. Do your best.
See how it goes, and there's always measures in place to. If you don't like the person, you can impeach them or whatever you want to do. But and that's what's so great about.
But give them a chance.
Yeah, that's what's really great about our country, is we have so many checks and balances and so many ways of checking somebody so they don't become a dictator or a king or whatever. Mm-hmm. So one thing good about our country. Anyway.
All right.
I don't know if I've got weather today. Do you have weather?
I do. It's mostly sunny today with a high of 66, people. Calm wind, and tonight is increasing clouds with a low of 48. Thursday's cloudy, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 64. Thursday night, increasing clouds, low of 47. Then Friday, a 20% chance of showers with a high of 62. And Friday night, a chance of showers as well, but that will increase. The low is 51, but the chance of precipitation on Friday night will go to 70%. On Saturday, showers likely, possibly a thunderstorm, 70% chance of rain with a high of 68. And Saturday night, a 30% chance of showers with a low of 48. Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, we start at 69, 71, and 73. And then at the night, 40s, in the 40s, high 40s. So,
okay.
We may get some more rain out of this. We may not. Right now, I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I think we're tapped out.
What's the high temperature for this weekend?
71 is on.
Okay.
Well, that's on Monday. So 60s, high 60s.
Okay. That's really nice. Really nice.
You can get out and do some work if it's not raining.
I can.
If it's not raining.
Yeah, I think it'll be great.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Let's see.
You need to go hiking. That's what you need to do.
I do. I need to get out and go hiking.
Yeah.
Topic to ponder. Do we have one today?
We do.
Let's see. Let me check.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Should all conversations online be strictly controlled or unregulated as free speech?
I think it should be unregulated.
Free speech is free speech, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if you say the wrong thing, and if I think
you'll pay for it.
I think if it goes against the law, it should be regulated.
Right. You don't need to blatant disinformation.
No.
Doesn't need to be spread. But it has to be a deciding whoever decides has to know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be a legit
person.
Thing. Yeah. Or a legit something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with some of the judgments on some of the law. It's there's a political element or
right. Drop the politics in it. Just right or
is
wrong.
It right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have somebody that's coming in into the show here later on that's would know a little bit about that.
We do?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that?
Is he not a judge?
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I didn't know. I thought there was another guest that I didn't know about.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, and since you said that, Wes Bradford's here.
Yes.
And he's going to talk about something totally different.
He's not going to talk about the judge's seat, but he's going to talk a little bit about trap shooting.
Yes.
And
I'm not sure who's with him, but we'll find out.
We'll find out all about that.
Okay, on to Today in History.
Today in History. If you want to answer our topic to ponder, this topic to ponder for today is: should all conversations online be strictly controlled or unregulated as free speech?
Both responses say unregulated.
Unregulated. All right. Let's do our Today in History.
Okay.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
It is a very heartwarming experience to know that your labors of 4 years have achieved that level where they are approved.
68 years ago, President Dwight D. Eisenhower was reelected, defeating Adlai Stevenson, and that was in 1956.
Okay.
These dams, particularly the older dams, such as the Kelly Barnes Dam, are like loaded shotguns pointed at the people downstream.
This was 47 years ago. Back in 1977, 40 people were killed when an earthen dam burst, sending a wall of water through Toccoa Falls College in Georgia. California Congressman Leo Ryan called for better safety measures for dams the next day.
All right.
This country made it very plain that they approved what we've been doing.
40 years ago, in 1984, President Reagan won re-election by a landslide over Democrat Walter Mondale.
We are not ashamed, nor are we afraid, nor are we anything but determined to fulfill the legacy for which my friend fell.
Back in 1995, 26 years ago, at a Jerusalem cemetery, slain Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin was laid to rest. At a funeral, King Hussein of Jordan passionately pledged to continue working for peace. Rabin had been murdered 2 days earlier by an Israeli Jew opposed at the Middle East peace process.
Yeah.
We have a signed contract in hand. The Browns are indeed coming to Baltimore.
29 years ago, what Indianapolis had done to Baltimore 11 years earlier, Baltimore was now doing to Cleveland, luring away the city's NFL team. Maryland Governor Paris Glendening gleefully made the announcement. The Cleveland Browns are now the Baltimore Ravens. Cleveland received an expansion team also called the Browns. That began to play in 1999.
I returned to the White House more determined and more inspired than ever about the work there is to do and the future that lies ahead.
This was 12 years ago. Back in 2012, President Obama was reelected for a second term, defeating Republican Mitt Romney. No contest.
You know what I am. And you know that I believe it. It's standing up for what I think is right.
Actress Sally Field was born this day in 1946. She is 78 years old. She won her first Oscar for her title role as a union activist in Norma Rae.
Good movie.
Yep.
No, there is truly nothing remarkable about the progress of Jerome Morrow, except that I am not Jerome Morrow.
That was actor Ethan Hawke, and he was born on this day back in 1970. He is 54 today. He starred as Vincent Freeman, a genetically inferior man with dreams of traveling to space in the 1997 sci-fi Gattaca.
I want to interview you about what it's like to work as a maid. I'd like to do a book of interviews about working for white families.
Actress Emma Stone was born this day in 1988. She is 36. That was a cut from her leading role as Skeeter in The Help.
Okay. All right.
There you have it.
Okay, we're up to date. We've got a break or two or three to do before we talk with Wes Bradford, and he's going to be talking about
what?
What?
We have a break or three to do?
Yeah.
Is he not coming in till later?
No. A break or two. Commercial breaks.
Oh.
With commercials. What I meant was several. If it takes me that long to tell you what I'm doing here, it may.
Let's just go to break.
Let's just do that. Oh, gosh. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We have in the studio with us some representatives from the Harrison Goblin Lead Slingers. And I made a boo-boo and I said mudslingers.
You did. You said mudslingers.
Oh, my gosh. And you said that was going on last night.
You're still thinking about the election. Past that.
Or the rain. Whichever way you want to look at it.
Wes Bradford and Brett Gonzalez are here in the studio to talk about. You got an upcoming event again?
We have several.
You have many events.
We do. We are in the middle of what we would call a fundraising phase for our team. Many people may not realize just how expensive it is to run a trap shooting program.
I'm sure they don't have any idea.
We've done the math, and we've calculated that on average it costs for a kid on the senior team just to practice, just to shoot targets with shot shells. It costs about $400 per athlete.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Per athlete.
Wow.
The junior team, they shoot half as many rounds as the senior team members, and so theirs is about $200. But for a season, per athlete.
And they're not out there just shooting indiscriminately. They're actually shooting in competition.
Oh, it's a practice designed to mimic as much as we can an actual competition.
Yeah.
It would be just like any other sport, because it is a sport.
Mm-hmm.
At practice, you're trying to mimic as much as you can the plays that you're going to run at a game with a defense.
Right.
Sure.
Just like you would in a game. And so our practices are as much like a competition as we can make them. But like a lot of other sports where you can reuse that equipment, when you shoot a shot shell, we can't use reloads.
That's true.
And you can't recycle them, so they're gone. And when a target's broken, you can't piece it back together again.
Yeah.
Right.
So after practice, there are some targets that manage to not get hit. They manage to not break when they hit the ground because they hit a grassy spot, and we
I
go
bet
pick
not
them up.
very many though.
Well, we make the athletes go pick them up.
Well, whatever.
You miss that target, you go pick it up.
Yeah.
And so we do get to reuse some targets, but most of them break at some point.
Yeah.
From the time they're launched until they hit the ground.
Well, they're
And so
designed to break.
they are.
Yes. Yeah.
They say fragile as eggs on the box when you buy them, and they are. They're fragile. Although you'd be surprised how sometimes you'll see a target laying on the ground and it got hit. You can see holes through that target where just some shot, just not enough shot hit it to break it.
I'll be dang.
Now, how do you do that? Do you count that as a hit though?
No.
You have to see a piece come off of the target to count as a hit.
So a shotgun shell has many BBs in it or shot, and it's just maybe one or two hit that target.
They were off just enough. Well, they couldn't
not
break
count.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
they hit it with just enough that you can see some damage, but not enough that you could have seen a piece break off when they fired.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, there was a time when they would actually count what they called dusting. If they didn't break the target, but you could see some dust come off the target, they would count that as a hit.
Oh, okay.
They stopped doing that a couple of years ago. Now the judge or scorekeeper has to see a piece break off the target.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's expensive, and so we do have to spend quite a bit of time fundraising, raising funds so that we can afford to purchase the ammunition, the targets. We also have team T-shirts, team hats, so they actually have a uniform that they can wear for their competitions. And,
it's just expensive.
It is, it adds up, and so used to we didn't charge an activity fee, but we got to the point where the team was growing, and a lot of other teams that we would speak with said, we do charge an activity fee to help support the team.
It's a school-sanctioned club,
Yes.
an event, right?
Yes.
So a lot of those clubs you have to pay for.
Yes.
Pay to play, so to speak. So it's
just
not
because
really
they're
uncommon.
sponsored by the school doesn't mean the school foots the bill for everything. They still expect you to do your own fundraising.
Right.
And so that's why we're here. We're talking about some of the upcoming fundraisers that we have, and kind of in the middle of one right now, and then we have a couple that are coming up.
Okay.
And we're hoping that.
Well, tell us about all of them.
Well, if we go chronologically, I guess the first one that we have coming up. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about the one that's already
underway.
Okay.
Because this year we finally qualified for a permit to hold a raffle. We've now been a nonprofit long enough. We applied for it and got a permit.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah,
so,
it took 5 years to get there, but we finally did. You have 5 years.
Yeah.
So we are in the middle of raffling a gun.
Okay.
It is a Rossi 44 Magnum lever action rifle.
Very nice.
Very nice. I don't know if
there's a picture of it right there.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you can zoom in on the.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's kind of gives you an idea, a little bit of what the gun looks like. But there's our flyer for the gun raffle. And tickets are, $10 per ticket, or you can buy 5 for $40.
Okay.
Tickets are available at Golden Pawn Shop. Scott Rainey, who works there, is one of our assistant coaches. He can sell you as many tickets as you want. Alan Everett out at Big Creek Trading Company also has some tickets available for sale too, and then some members of the team and some of the coaches also have some tickets.
Y'all probably carry them around, don't you?
I don't have mine are out at Big Creek Trading Company right now, but some of the coaches.
I have them in the truck.
There you go.
So, but yeah, we're raffling the gun. The drawing for the gun will be held at one of our other fundraising events that we're going to hold out at the at our range, which is out.
Do you have to be present to win?
You do not have to be present to win.
I'm just saying, we get your people
we would encourage it though.
Yes, it's going to be a fun event. It really is.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Well, we've got what we're calling a nostalgic trap shoot. Guns manufactured pre-1989, and I emphasized 19 because I was talking to somebody at the gun show, and they said, okay, 1899 or 1989, so make that clear. 20 gauge or 12 gauge. Bring your own shells. We provide the targets. It's a $25 entry fee, but we're paying top 3 places. We're paying back percentages of the entry fees.
Oh, okay.
So cash prize. There will also be an event including only 28 gauge and 16 gauge, which for our trap team, those aren't allowed. We only allow 12 and 20 gauge in the team competition. And then if you're really adventurous, we're going to have a 410 shoot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And 410s are not really designed for trap shooting, so if you think you're pretty
that good,
yeah, we'd love to see you come out there and do it. But we're going to have hamburgers and chips available. We're having a silent auction, which we actually started at the gun show last weekend on, I don't know, I think we've got 20 different items, and a bake sale.
Wow. Again,
we're just, we're really about making this as affordable for everybody that we can. So
sure. This team, this whole organization has grown.
Yes.
My kids were on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago when we became coaches, the team had roughly between 20 and 25 kids, and now we've got over 40 signed up. I think
That's
we have
amazing.
about 45 signed up for this season.
But again, it costs money.
It does. Now for that nostalgia shoot, we've got 3 events. For the 12 and 20 gauge, it does have to be the older gun, pre-89, basically 89 on back.
Okay.
Now for the 16 and 28 gauge, it doesn't have to be an older gun. It can be any gun you want to bring out, and then the 410's the same way. It doesn't have to be the old gun. Those can be modern if you want them to be. And then like Brett said, the payout, we're going to take the fees that were paid for that particular competition, and if you win, you get 20%. If you come in second, you get 10%. If you come in third, you get 5%.
Get a little something out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And have a lot of fun.
And have a lot of fun. And for those who don't know where our range is at, it's the Cone family. If you know Wayne Cone and you're familiar with the shooting range that his family has out on Buttercup Lane, which is off Crossroads Cemetery Road, that's where our practice facility is, and that's where our nostalgia shoot and this competition will be held at. And then that's where we're going to draw for the rifle.
Okay, at that competition.
So.
And it's when?
That is going to be on November 16th. That's going to be a Saturday. We start registration at 8. We're going to start the competitions at 9, and then we'll just keep going until we're finished.
Okay.
So you just show up.
Yep, you show up, and depending on which event you want to compete in, or if there's others there that want to compete in that same entry, that same competition, then you'll be up there on the range, on the shooting pads, competing with some other folks.
Do you have a Facebook page?
We do. If you go into Facebook and type Harrison Goblin Lead Slingers, it'll take you right to our page.
And I'm sure all these you can go and look at the actual flyer on that page.
Yeah, the flyers will be on our Facebook page.
Okay.
And like I said, you can buy tickets at Golden Pond or Big Creek Trading Company, or members of the team that have tickets will be happy to sell you 1 or 5 or however many you want.
And we've got another item. There's a large national organization that supports youth shooting sports called Midway USA. And this year we decided to try one of their fundraising projects, and we've asked for a reloader. It's a reloader for centerfire cartridges, not for shotgun shells.
Okay.
Haven't got it yet, so we don't have a lot of information, but we are already selling tickets for it because it should be here any day, and we're hoping that we'll be able to give it away the 16th too.
Okay.
But I wanted to mention that because those tickets are $1 a piece or 6 for $5, and we also carry those with us. So.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're assistant coach.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I'm the head coach.
okay. I mean, I assume.
Yeah. They do all the hard work.
Okay.
I'm more of a, I don't know, kind of an administrator, I'm a roamer. I'm making sure everything's running like it's supposed to. If anybody has an issue or a question, I'm there to help. But I'll tell you what I like doing. I love coaching the new kids because the way we have it set up out there, we have our two trap houses that are set up for our experienced, seasoned athletes to practice and be ready for competitions. But before a new athlete can go there, they have to start with our thrower in the middle. And we start them off right there next to the machine, throwing just straight away birds. And then we'll have them take a step back as they hit, maybe move to one side, keep working their way back. And then once they get back to the 16-yard line, which is how far you are from the thrower, for our competitions. Once they get there, then we're ready to move them to the trap houses and let them start practicing like the rest of the kids.
That's
cool.
But I love being out there with those new kids and just helping them get the idea of what it means to lead and what it means to shoot at an angle and the swing and the follow through and all of that. I really enjoy that.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah. What's the earliest age you can join?
5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah, the junior team is 5th through 8th grade. The senior team is 9th through 12th. It's anybody who either attends Harrison schools or if they're homeschooled but their curriculum is through the Harrison School District, or if they attend a school that does not have a trap shooting program, then they have the option of joining whatever team they want, and so they can come join our team if they want to.
When do the adults get to play?
The adults get to play
16th.
on the 16th at our Nostalgia Shoot.
Right.
And there is another fundraiser that I think I mentioned it last time, but it's a little different. First time we've tried this, but it's a tea party being held out at 12 Oaks. Vivi Allen is a big supporter of our team. And on November 9th, which is also a Saturday, you can reserve a spot to come to a tea party where they're going to have the tea or other drinks, sandwiches.
That's this Saturday.
That is this Saturday.
Okay.
Pastries and desserts. They've got 2 slots available to reserve from a 1 to 2:30 block or a 3 to 4:30 block. They said if they filled them up, they could add another one earlier in the day, like from 12 to 1 or something
Guys
like that.
can go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Guys
I
can
know,
go.
a ladies' tea party, a family, whatever.
$25 for adult. If you are an adult and you bring a child with you, it's just an extra $10, so $35 for both of you total. And any additional child is $10, but if you're 12 and under, it's free.
Oh, okay.
And you mentioned if men can come to the tea party. That's something we actually pride ourselves in. The trap team is co-ed. Young men and women. We love to have the young women. The first year that I was involved with it, we had one young lady. We're 10, 12 young ladies now, I'm guessing.
Good.
Yeah.
That's great.
But we really encourage them to come out. And Wes was mentioning the young shooters, and one of our young ladies, year before last, 5th grader, first 3 practices, she hit 1 bird.
Wow.
And she did not quit. At the end of the season last year, she was hitting 18 out of 25.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
And that's, when he talks about watching the young ones develop like that, grow in their confidence and whatnot, that is...
It's more than trap shooting.
Yeah.
They're growing in that confidence.
It is. In fact, I had a parent a couple of years ago come up to me and say, my kids' grades in school have improved since they joined the trap team. Because there's that focus. It's a discipline.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
There's a level of concentration. There's a
and
big
pride
mental,
even.
Absolutely. That you would think, it's that target. Okay, it's the same elevation. It's never going to go any further that way than that angle or that angle.
You teach them that, huh?
And how hard could it be? Okay, I've been coaching on the team now. I think this is my 3rd season I'm going into, And we have a patch that we hand out to any kid who hits all 25 targets in a round.
Yeah.
You know, if you hit all 25 of your targets, you're going to get one of these patches. We have had 3 kids do that.
Wow.
It's not
Can
easy.
you do it?
Not easy to do.
I've hit 24.
So no, you can't.
I got through my first 23 and I missed 24 and then hit my 25th target. Yeah.
Ben, I bet that chapped you a little.
It did, because I was looking, I was like, how did I miss? How did I miss?
Yeah.
But yes, we do pride ourselves in the fact that you know, any kid can join this team. And now, you know, we're saying the Tea Party, can guys come? Well,
yes.
The nostalgia shoot. It's not just for guys.
Women.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Any ladies, girls that want to come out, they're welcome to. In fact, I'll tell you.
Encouraged, yes.
In fact, Brett would probably agree with me on this. A lot of times the girls pick up on this quicker.
They do.
Than the boys. You actually can see improvement quicker with the girls.
No, but not.
It's just but it's fun for everybody.
Is that? Really is. So we've hit on the one that's going on now, and there's one that will be the 16th, and but the 9th.
The Tea Party this coming Saturday is the Tea Party out of 12 Oaks.
So you need to get registered for that.
Absolutely. In fact, here's the flyer for the Tea Party fundraiser. It has, I think the phone number is on there.
577-2446.
That's the phone number you would call to make your reservation. For
After 5:30 p.m. is what it says.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Go to the Harrison Goblin Lead Slingers Facebook page too for additional information.
Absolutely. We hope to see lots of
and
you.
If you see Brett walking down the road, just stop him.
Hey, I want to buy one of your tickets.
Yeah.
That gun raffle.
Flag him down. I don't know what he drives. That's up to you to figure out.
The team will start practices in January. We'll start with some indoor drills just to make sure everybody still remembers how to. Their stance, their mount.
Rusty,
oh boy!
Yeah, and the new kids who are brand new to it, we also check to make sure. Okay, you know, you understand you're not supposed to. What?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
And don't put your finger on that trigger.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, keep the gun pointed safely at all times, and
there's some gun safety there.
Then we'll go out to the range and
a lot of gun safety.
Yeah.
One of the
that's kind of first and foremost.
Absolutely. We'll have them pattern their guns before they even start shooting targets. We want to make sure that pattern's hitting where it's supposed to, and then we'll let them start hitting targets.
Cool.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah,
thank you.
Y'all. Go to the Harrison Goblin Lead Slingers Facebook page and for more information.
Yes.
And sign up for one of these events. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it as
always.
We'll
take another break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It's after the election, and got a lot of news here about election stuff, but
it's kind of after the fact.
It's kind of after the fact.
I don't even want to talk about
a lot of stats, and there was a bomb threat in Georgia and different things like that, but I want to pass on a lot of that stuff.
Well, I wanted to tell you that, yesterday we talked about astronauts getting to vote.
Yeah.
They do have a way to get that done, but also they get holiday meals.
Okay.
You think about it. Your astronaut husband or friend or whatever's up there in astronaut land, and
doesn't get a turkey leg.
And it's Christmas and it's Thanksgiving, the biggest eating days of the year.
Right.
Of the year, probably. So hundreds of miles above Earth, while the rest of your family is celebrating Christmas. Well, yeah, that's why SpaceX launched a rocket into space full of holiday goodies for astronauts. The crews that are in orbit right now will be there until February, so yes, they'll miss all the holidays. On Monday, SpaceX launched a cargo ship full of supplies, including lobster, quail, and cheese for holiday meals. They're going to eat better than me. And whatever else they sent. But I'm glad. That's kind of heartwarming to know that, I guess.
That's very nice, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, on the other hand, if you can figure out how to make it mosquito deaf, then it'll stop them from having sex.
I just read that.
So if you make mosquitoes deaf, they can't have sex anymore.
Does that work for people?
I don't know. I have no idea. Scientists may have found a weird way to stop mosquitoes from breeding. A new study altered the genetics of male mosquitoes to make them deaf. Mosquitoes use their hearing to search for a mate. So if they can't hear anything, they can't keep knocking boots and procreating.
So they're wanting to lessen the amount of mosquitoes in the world I'm wondering, why did you even go study this? What was the main reason for going and studying and finding out if making them deaf?
First, you apply for the grant money, and then if
you got to have a wild idea.
If you're stupid enough to receive the money, then you go, okay, I guess.
Now what am I going to use? I'm around to do this now.
This could help stop the spread of nasty diseases like Zika, other kinds of fevers, West Nile viruses in humans. About 400 million cases of mosquito-borne illnesses are reported every year, but it's not the male who draws blood.
It's the female.
It's the female.
Of course it is.
So
we're blood sucking.
What do we need to do to stop them from sucking the blood?
Well, I guess if you don't procreate, that'll phase them out.
And I would wonder if you eradicate a certain insect species, is that really a good idea?
I don't know. They're put on the earth for some reason, right?
Yeah, right. So,
I don't necessarily think that that's what we should do. I don't think we should mess with all that stuff.
Now, who eats mosquitoes? Birds and I guess.
I guess. So
yeah,
they do. Like so martins, and there's some of them that specifically.
They're messing with their food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Well, speaking of messing with like life or whatever, a cloned ferret has given birth. The birth of two baby ferrets at a zoo in Virginia is being called a conservation milestone. Black-footed ferrets are an endangered species, with about 500 left in the wild and 300 in human care. The mama ferret was cloned from a female that died in 1988, and now she's given birth to two kits. Scientists hope that this could help preserve our endangered species, too. What do you think about that?
Oh, boy.
Cloning?
Yeah. Oh, well.
There's I remember talking to you about a guy that I had heard. He cloned his dog. Yeah. Like he had to go somewhere to Switzerland or somewhere to get all that done, but he has since cloned more than that. He lives like in the Payette area.
Yeah. I wonder if the dog is identically natured like the other dogs.
I don't
there would be a couple dogs that I would.
You would have cloned.
I would have cloned. Yeah, if they did this exact same thing. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But should we be cloning animals?
I guess if you can, you're gonna.
But does it always mean you should?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. What about people? Are they doing that still or no?
Well, I don't know. And there's the whole stem cell thing. Because, anyway.
Yeah, I heard this. Now, this may be true or not, but I heard that in Japan, they have developed a way to take a stem cell out of your own, wherever the stem cells are in your brain or wherever they're on in your spinal column, and they take a stem cell out, insert it into your pancreas for those who have diabetes, and it
worked, didn't it?
It regenerates your pancreas.
I think that's miraculous.
I think they should start doing that.
There you are.
It benefit a lot of people. Yeah. Gas prices?
Yep.
You want to talk about gas prices?
Yeah,
What are you paying for gas these days?
It was
$2.40 something?
No. It was more than that. $2.80 something?
$2.80? Okay. Oh, I remember.
I went to Casey's last time.
Yeah, I do the rewards thing, and I let it go for 3 or 4 months, and then the last gas I bought was $2.44.
Oh, well, that's because you're
special.
Okay.
If your post-election plans include motoring off to Canada, the good news is gas keeps getting cheaper. It's down to almost another nickel this week, according to AAA. Their national average for a gallon of gas is $3.10, which it's cheaper here, by the way. And that's 7 cents less than a month ago and more than 40 cents cheaper than this time last year. So,
okay. Life survey right here. Couples are happier than singles. New science claims that shacking up with someone could lower your chances of being depressed. Researchers found that those who were living single were almost twice as likely to have mental health issues compared to folks who were married or living together. They say sharing finances and always having someone to talk to probably has something to do with it, which I would totally agree.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you should rush down the aisle. Of course not. But they're just saying that,
right.
I think we're meant to have people.
Yeah.
We're not meant to be isolated. Some are, there's some exceptions, of course.
Do you ever listen to Richard?
I do.
Oh, does he talk?
When I let him.
Did he get? Yeah,
only when I let him.
Only when you let him. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you know what? I can talk and he's not listening. He just kind of tunes it out after a while. Sometimes, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm just saying.
He gives me a nod.
He knows.
He gives me a nod every now and then, like.
I go home. I went home the other day and I said, "Good Lord, Dan knows me way too well." We worked together far too long.
And he says, "Poor guy."
Pretty much, and he only got me an hour.
Yeah. Whew. If you get 46 minutes more sleep, it will make you a better person.
Really?
Yeah. A new study finds that 46 extra minutes of sleep every night can improve your well-being. Researchers say that it can help you feel more grateful and more satisfied with your life. They also found that people who sleep 7 to 9 hours a night are 45% more likely to donate to charity.
Interesting.
That is weird. Those extra minutes can even help you to be a more social person, even if you don't want to be.
Well, there's going to have to be some sort of, drug that's going to have to do something to us older people that are becoming insomniacs. Because,
oh, my gosh. It's creeping in on me. Okay, we need to take another break.
Okay.
And we'll be back with more from Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stay with us. Are you okay over there?
Yep.
I didn't
Are we good?
Didn't know what was happening.
It was a spasm.
A spasm?
Just a spasm. Hey.
Yes.
Battle of the Donkeys.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
wonder
I heard
what
about
that is?
Yeah.
Okay, donkey
How does that work?
basketball.
How does that work?
They're on donkeys and they dribble and half of the fun.
Donkeys dribble?
No, the people riding the donkeys.
I think I've seen.
Well,
some
they
of
may
them.
dribble too.
I've seen them dribble.
But it's kind of funny because you're at the mercy of that donkey, and I've seen some of them just flat out stop and will not go.
Is this a fundraiser of some kind? Okay, all right.
Well, this happens, the Donkey Basketball Goblins versus the Bombers, FFA, and silent auction is tomorrow night at LT's Court at the Harrison High School. Time is 7 p.m. You can buy tickets at the gate for $10, in advance for $8, and $5 or under free.
Who's riding these donkeys?
Volunteers.
Oh boy.
That was half the fun. I mean, I've seen people I know, get on them and do their thing. It's funny.
Now it's Hillary sent this to. Is she going to be on
one?
Is she going to be on a donkey?
I don't know. We're going to have to ask her because I'll come. If Hillary's going to ride a donkey, I'll be there.
If Hillary's going to be on a donkey, and if she can dribble that ball while she's on a donkey,
and not dribble herself,
I'll pay double.
Oh, yeah, really. So we'll find out. Oh, she said no.
Oh, darn.
Very emphatically no. No, she just said no.
I'm sure it's still going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I bet it will.
Donkey basketball. I wonder what this. Are there even any scores?
Well, I don't know that anybody ever makes a basket. But there is a silent auction, so it's supporting.
I know, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going there for the entertainment value, and that's
most definitely.
Yeah. Oh boy,
what a unique, fun way to have a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Well, you want to ride a donkey? Well, no. Okay. No. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Americans fight with their in-laws at least once a month. Do you find that to be true?
Not for me.
Not for me either. Well, mine are not living, but I didn't even when they were alive. But it turns out Meet the Parents, if you know what that movie is.
Yes.
Is more accurate than we thought. A new survey from Newsweek finds about 20% of Americans fight with their in-laws at least once a month.
Really?
Politics is the number one topic, followed by lifestyle choices and disputes about their partner. It's so sad that a third of the people surveyed said they wouldn't take their in-laws with them on vacation. Now, my kids have been married 4 years.
Yeah.
I don't fight. I don't fight.
Do they ask you to go on vacation with them?
Well, no, but they don't, and I don't ask them to go on my vacation.
There you go. That's why it works so well.
It all works just fine. But now that they have a kid, they may need a nanny on the go.
They will.
I don't know.
They will.
They will.
National Nachos Day today.
Nacho cheese.
Today's National Nachos Day, which commemorates the day in 1940 when a line cook in Mexico named Nacho, his name was Nacho.
I love it.
Ran out of food, so he baked up whatever was left, and that's what it was, tortillas.
Hey.
A little cheese and some pickled jalapenos.
Wow.
Look for $2 nacho deals at 7-Eleven and nacho freebies at Del Taco and Taco Bell.
Taco Bell right here in town.
Nacho Day.
You like a good saxophone?
Yes,
I love
do.
Saxophone.
David Sanborn.
Yes, National Saxophone Day is today, celebrating all the sax music you can get. All the sax you can get. National Basketball Day and whatever, huge Star Trek prop auction.
Oh my gosh,
you need to look into that.
I'll check the link.
Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow, Thursday.
Right. Have a great day, everybody.